I've been working on a 4x4 little picture of this scene along the May River in South Carolina. I drew a little sketch very roughly and started laying out the fabric colors for the sky, or the background, the land, and the water. I always refer to the scene with my mat a lot so I can get the correct placement. I cut out the sides of the building. You'll notice a dark and a light side of the red for the dark and light side of the building. I stitched in the background foliage very lightly. The highlights are done with a zigzag stitch. Then I stitched in the 0.5 zigzag for the grass and the weeds. I added the shack for placement, and I found my snippers were really good at moving those little pieces around. I also started adding some other colors to the foreground of the grassy area with that 0.5 zigzag. Next, I drew in the lines where the fence would go because I wanted to be sure that those lines were very accurate. Those lines were stitched with a 0.5 and a 1.0 zigzag or satin stitch. Very tricky. I did draw in the windows on the shack with a black marker and kept on referring to the placement of everything with the mat on the piece. Next, I chose some colors of thread for the water. It took a while to decide. I didn't want it too white or too blue or too green, and I ended up using a color that was pretty much of a gray. Sideways small zigzag stitch did the trick for the motion in the water, and I completed my little shack. I hope you enjoyed seeing it.